Not bad, not bad. We're getting better at that. I have a question. What's the biggest cookie you've ever eaten? Biggest cookie. What kind of cookie was it?
Chocolate.
Was it a chocolate cookie or a chocolate chip?
Chocolate.
Chocolate chip. I think probably, I cannot, it's very hard for me to choose. When I was a kid, milk, story time with milk and cookies. And the milk and cookies, I would like milk, who knows Oreos? Oreos is like, you know, the chocolate cookie part, and then in the middle is the white cream, right? Those are like a little, it's like a cookie sandwich. It's like a cookie sandwich.
I eat Oreos 2 times.
You know what is really good? Dip them in milk.
I eat.
Dip them in milk and then eat them. That's delicious. And if you do that with chocolate chip cookies too, that's delicious. Chips Ahoy. I recommend Chips Ahoy. Those are really, really super yummy. What other kind of cookies do you guys like? Can you think of any other kinds? Gingerbread. Gingerbread man. Gingerbread cookies. Those are delicious. Chocolate? Like pure chocolate? Like straight up chocolate? How about chocolate and fudge? That'd give you cavities for sure, I bet. You know what's really good? Peanut butter cookies. Ever heard of that? Peanut butter, yeah, because you guys never have peanut butter, right? Peanut butter cookies are delicious. Absolutely delicious. Peanut butter cookies. Okay, guys, what is the name of today's story? Cookies. That is a massive nonsense cookie. That's a massive nonsense cookie, but these guys are making weird faces here. I'm not sure what's going on with this cookie business. But it looks like he's got blocks on there and toys and stuff, and does that look like a real cookie? I'm not sure about that. Anyway, let's get into it. Here we go. Cookies by Robert Munch. Illustrated by Michael Marchenko. There we go. Cookies. Look at that. There's mom's play clay. Oh, okay. I see what's going on here. Here we go. Christopher. That's my brother's first name, but no one calls him Christopher. Christopher walked down into the basement and saw a big pile of play clay in the corner. Now they call that play clay. What do we call it? Play-Doh. We call it Play-Doh, right? Play-Doh. They call it play clay. I'm getting a feeling you know what? I bet if we look in the details about this book, it's going to be British, because I'm getting a kind of like a rugby vibe off of this kid, and they say play clay, which to me sounds to be very British, not North American, which is cool. But anyway, we say Play-Doh, so I'm just going to say Play-Doh, okay? Christopher walked down into the basement and saw a big pile of Play-Doh in the corner. Wow! Said Christopher. I love Play-Doh! We have not played with Play-Doh in forever, have we? Not since you guys were little. No, I mean here at the... Yeah, it's been a long time. So he got himself a piece of red Play-Doh and he whapped it in his hands. Everybody follow me with the whapping, okay? Whap, 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 whap. And then he made it nice and round. Swish, 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 swish. Then he sprinkled it with sugar. And then he covered it with yellow icing. Glick, 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 glick. And then he put some raisins on top. Plunk, 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 plunk. So it's got sugar, it's got icing, and it's got raisins. So this cookie is not going to be completely inedible. Everyone say inedible. Inedible means you can't eat it. It's not completely inedible. It's just mostly. Is this a real cookie?
No.
It's mostly fake. It's mostly fake. The toppings of the cookie are real, but the actual cookie dough itself is not cookie dough. It is. It's Play-Doh. It's Play-Doh. Then Christopher went upstairs and said, "Mommy, look! Daddy made you a cookie." What a sneaky guy this is. Is that true? Did Daddy make Mommy a cookie? No, this guy's cooking up some. This guy's cooking up some deception. "Oh," said his mother, "that's so nice. I didn't even know he could cook." Well, technically, you don't cook cookies, which is funny because everyone say cookie. Do you know where the word cookie comes from? Cook. But you know what they should call them? Bakies. Because you don't cook cookies, you bake them. You bake them in an oven. What's up?
I made the cookie one time.
Did you make cookies with who?
Mommy.
With your mommy? What kind of cookies did you make?
Look like chocolate.
Look like chocolate? Well, then how did you bake the cookies?
With the oven.
With an oven at home? That's
Yeah,
very
me too.
interesting. That's very
Yeah,
interesting. That's
me
very
too.
interesting. Here in Japan, we don't have big giant ovens at home like most people do in where? North America. How about in New Zealand? Do they have big giant do they have big giant ovens in New Zealand?
Joshua.
Bigger than Canada. Oh no! New Zealand versus Canada. Who has the bigger oven?
You could cook a Canadian oven inside a New Zealand oven.
You could cook a Canadian oven inside a New Zealand oven.
Joshua.
Yeah.
Joshua. I made the one time grape.
You made grape?
No, grape.
Oh, crepe. You made crepes. Those are delicious too. And look at Mommy. Mommy just took a bite of this cookie. She picked up that cookie and she took a big bite. Scrunch! And then she yelled, "Whack! Fwah! Splash! Play-Doh!" I keep saying Play-Doh even though it says play clay. Play-Doh! Gla, 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 gla. Some of the sound, you know what? I take issue with the sound effects that are made in this book. Scrunch, like you should say chomp or crunch, not scrunch. That's really weird. And then pwa and splicked. Splicked? What are you, German? What's going on here? And gla, 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 gla. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Whoa, look at that. Look at the size of her toothbrush. Is that her toothbrush? That looks like a bathtub brush, but that's her toothbrush. That's huge. That's massive. And look at her toothpaste. It's got polka dots. It's got polka dots. She ran to the bathroom and washed out her mouth for a long time. Scritch, 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 scritch. Again, a very weird sound effect here. While his mother was washing out her mouth, Christopher got himself another piece of red play clays. Okay, I'm just going with what they're saying now. It's very clearly not a North American book. It's definitely, I don't know, maybe it's from New Zealand. Maybe it's from New Zealand. Like maybe it's from New Zealand. That's why they're making such funkiness. He whapped it in his hands. Everybody do the whapping with me, okay? Whap, 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 whap. And then he made it nice and round. Swish, 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 swish. And then he sprinkled it with sugar. And then he covered it with yellow icing. I don't get this sound effect. Glick? 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 It should be like plop, 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 or I don't know. Like not glick though. That's nonsense. And then put some raisins on top. Plunk, 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 plunk. And then he went upstairs to find his father. Man, how do they... And I want to know, if he just found like Play-Doh just lying there on the table, why isn't it dried out? If you leave Play-Doh out, it dries out, right? So, how long has that Play-Doh been sitting there? And look at that. That's how much Play-Doh they have. This is implausible. Everyone say implausible. I have a hard time believing that he found that much Play-Doh just lying around and not all dried out, right? Sounds like a setup. It's some sort of setup, I bet. Christopher said, "Daddy, look! Mommy made you a cookie!" "Oh," said his father. "That's so nice. It's been a long time since your mother made me cookies." So he picked it up and took a big bite, again with this scrunch stuff. Scrunch is what you do with your hair. Scrunch! Takes a big bite. Look at that. Look at the doggy. The doggy is getting all worked up over his socks. Lots of action going on here. Hey, you know what I want to know? You know what I want to know? Where's the cleaning lady? Look at this house. They got a eaten apple core. There's an apple core on the floor. Why are they so messy?
I think they don't know how to put the garbage.
They don't know what to do with their garbage. They don't know how to take care of their garbage. I wouldn't doubt it, judging by this crazy Hawaiian shirt this guy's got on. And he yelled, "Yuck! Pwah! Splicked!" Are they German? I don't know what's going on there. "Play clay! Gla, 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 gla."
Play.
Well, I'm sticking to the script. I'm sticking to the story now. I want to say Play-Doh, but it very clearly says play clay. And I'm not gonna be overbearing with my North Americanness and trying to force this to be a North American English, because English comes from all over the world. There's all sorts of different English. There's Australian English, there's New Zealand English, there's like South African English, there's Hong Kong English, there's Hong Kong. They speak English in Hong Kong too, you know.
And Jamaica.
Jamaica, exactly. Zimbabwe. Like they speak English in Jamaica too. It's not Jamaica, it's Jamaica. Jamaica. Jamaica mistake? Anyway, the cookie tasted so bad, he ran to the bathroom and washed out his mouth. Again with this crazy sound. Scritch, 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 scritch. Well, the dog got his sock, hey? The dog got his sock, and he lost his coffee. He lost his coffee. Oh dear. Look at that. Look at that. By the time his father and mother came out of the bathroom, Christopher was late for school. So they called up the teacher and said, "Christopher is giving people play clay cookies." "Don't worry," said the teacher. "I know just what to do." Now here's the thing that I want to know. Why do they need to call the school? Like, is there going to be a massive amount of Play-Doh at school? It's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible. But I don't know. I don't get.
I use that Play-Doh.
Yeah, and look at this. She's got Pepto-Bismol. She's got Pepto-Bismol. That's to keep her from barfing. That's to keep her from barfing. And her giant toothbrush. These are weird parents. These are very weird parents. Anyway, she got herself some red play clay and whapped it up in her hands. Okay, guys, let's do this together. Here we go. Whap, 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 whap. Made it nice and round. Swish, 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 swish. Sprinkled it with sugar. And covered it with yellow icing. Well, that's a coincidence that they had yellow icing there at the school too. Okay. Glick, 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 glick. I say that sound skeptically because I'm like, glick, what are you talking about? And put some raisins on top. Plunk, 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 plunk. Then she put the cookie on Christopher's chair. Yeah, well, fool. Now, how did he fall for that? How did he fall for that? Like, is this kid, what's up with this kid? He just did this to two people. He pulled this stunt on two people. He tricked two people with the fake cookie business, and then he completely fell for it himself. Christopher, you know what I think about Christopher?
No.
Not too bright. Not too bright. Not very smart. When Christopher came in, he said, "Look at the lovely cookie." And he picked it up and took a big bite. Again with this nonsense sound. Scrunch. And he yelled in German like his mommy and daddy. "Jak pwa splickt. Splickt. Play clay. Gla, gla, gla." The cookie tasted so bad, he ran to the bathroom and washed out his mouth. Burble, burble, splat, splicked. Again, splicked. What's with the splicked? And blah! Blah! And look, his tongue went green, but his face went blue and green. He's going all sorts of colors. He's going all sorts of colors there. Oh dear. When Christopher came back from the bathroom, the teacher said, "And now, would everyone like to make some real cookies?" And the class yelled, "Yes!" And look at that. They're making real cookies. Look at all the stuff there. How do you make, do you guys know how to make cookies? What do you need to make cookies?
Egg.
You need eggs. Look at all those eggs they got there. What else do you need?
Milk.
There's the milk. The milk is right there. What else do you need?
Drinking the milk.
Who's drinking them? Yeah, look at this guy. He's drinking it with a straw.
And we need a sugar.
Yeah, exactly. And you need sugar. Yeah, you need sugar.
Flour.
And you need flour too. Does that mean like roses?
And we need that.
Yeah, you need that one too, right? You need that one too.
That.
Okay. And when the cookie was done, and when Christopher was done with his cookie, look at that mass. Is that a real cookie? That's a real cookie, isn't it? Something completely, I've actually read this story before, and something completely random happens at the end. He took it home. He took it home to give to his mother and father. Look at that. And he brought home a giant cookie. And of course, they're going to be skeptical. Everyone say skeptical. And they're going to think it's completely fake. And you know what I'm very skeptical of? What the hoo-hey is going on with pterodactyl in the sky?
Yeah.
What's a pterosaur? What is a pterosaur? A flying reptile that from the age of dinosaurs. What's a pterodactyl doing in the sky here? That's just nonsense. Complete nonsense. Did you guys like that story?
Yeah.
Super fun, hey?
I think I choose the fun.
I think you chose a very funny story. Good job. Good job. Okay, everybody say see you later, alligator.
Yeah.